Yo.
You hear me?
Yep. How's it going?
It's going alright. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Okay, so what are we going over today?
Alright, so I sent you three different games.
Okay.
And I guess I should just kind of preface Punish Game's the focus, and not just like looking at Punish Game, but like just what direction I should be taking
Mm-hmm.
for my personal improvement.
Okay.
And because I figured at this point in Melee, I need to just take I think until like Riptide and like Big House, I'm just gonna focus solely on Punish Game.
Hey, that's
And
kind of what
just
I'm doing. I'm just focused right now on pure like speed and punish, like scrambles and punish. So
yeah.
I
So
feel you.
the first game I sent you is against foxes that have decent SDI. The second one was one where I get fucked up by Flash, but I figured we could look at his punish game and kind of you know dissect it a little bit. And then the last one's versus a floaty.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so it's just one game of each.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I see. All right. Okay, so the screen share is working, right?
yeah.
Okay. So let's see what we got. I'm only gonna pay attention to punish for now, or like punish scrambled tech skill stuff, unless you want me to look at everything in general. But
Unless you see like something that just keeps happening,
okay.
keep it mostly punish.
Okay. So what were you trying to do here?
Um, I think I was trying to nair and then run off the stage for the double jump down air, but he was too low percent.
Oh, I see. I get it. Yeah, a lot of times the common current answer in the meta is to down tilt here. When they're in a spot where they're not going to be going off stage from the nair. Like you should definitely be able to feel like while you're doing this combo like this right here, like oh okay, he's pretty much at zero or like very close to zero when you shine him. So you should be able to feel based on his knockback, like on this shine, that you're not going to be able to like nair down air here. So a lot of times they're not going to want to DI to get like they're not going to want to like hold out here. They're afraid of forward smash and nair down air and all this stuff. So a lot of times you can just nair down tilt, and then depending on the stage, this can kill. But on Yoshi's, I guess they usually come up probably right here, and then maybe you can do like an up air or something like that. There's just so many options that you can do in this spot. There's nothing that kills like here though. Like there's nothing that you're gonna get that's like guaranteed to kill in this spot. So it's kind of just up to you. Looks like just a little bit of like a misjudgment on the runoff down air. But otherwise, like I don't know. This is just like a really like there's nothing that guarantees the kill. I think that I prefer doing moves that sort of, and I've taken this from watching and playing Mango a bunch, is that he almost never combos in a way that will send you back to center unless he has to. So, especially against Fox, the majority of his combos will be like maybe it's like yours where you start in the corner and you kind of combo over to this side, but then once Fox is on the side of you and Fox is still not off stage. A lot of times, at least Mango, and currently what I do, because Falco Punish is not like solved yet, but what I usually do will just try to down tilt or forward smash or whatever I can, or down smash to get Fox off the stage here, or just like further off the stage or further into the corner.
So focus on pushing him off stage.
Yeah, but it's so the main reason why you want to combo into the corner is because you can reaction tech chase. Um, like Falco can't reaction tech chase in center stage, obviously, but he can reaction tech chase on the platforms, and he can reaction tech chase in the corner. So like if you're in this spot and you down tilt and let's say they pop up like this and then they like miss tech right here, you can just crouch and you'll be able to cover every tech option from that point.
Right.
And so like the comboing into the corner is good because you're like, well, I have a chance of getting an edge guard, and then I also have a chance of getting a tech chase in the corner, which is really strong because you can actually RTC, whereas normally Falco can't. Okay. Yeah, like in a situation like this where he's like not close enough to the corner, you just don't have like a true RTC here, right? Like you just have to read. But if like the positions were swapped and he was not that you could have gotten that here, but if he's misteching here and you're here, you can still cover everything.
I probably should have wave landed instead of trying to just shine here.
Right here, yeah. No, I usually I pretty much always just waveland here, and then when they tech out, I usually just forward smash, but you can also do like down tilt and stuff like that depending on the percent. But I think forward smash is usually my favorite here, even though it doesn't usually kill. It just gets into like a nice position, but it might not be optimal still. I'm not sure. Like the thing with Falco Punish game is there's still a lot. It's not like Fox Punish game where it's like we pretty much have solved like the majority of Fox Punish, and there's like some ambiguous spots still, but there's a lot of spots where it's like, yeah, just up air there, yeah, just do this here. But like I'm not so sure with Falco because like you can also, run off Shine Waveland here and then maybe get something off of that. I'm not really sure. It's kind of on you whether to decide whether you want to try to maybe extend it or not. But in this position, I usually like to either forward smash or down tilt. Definitely not this Shine, just because they'll DI away and you can't catch it like the jump Shine here.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then sometimes if I'm like mad slow, sometimes I'll still like dash attack here. And then they'll just pop up and I get like a Shine up B or something. But it's not what I want. But I would maybe do it instead of this if I was late.
What about grabbing? Would you grab here?
What I mean is if I was late enough that my forward smash wasn't going to hit, but I wanted to hit him with something, I might dash attack. He can probably slide it off at this percent. But I would grab only if I knew I was gonna be like this late, like as the last resort, or sometimes you can even like push off Shine and stuff like that. Grab is sort of something that like I never want to combo with grab, but sometimes you just end up in a spot where the only thing you can really go for is grab, and then I normally just up throw or back throw and hope for the best. Well, I guess in this spot you might be able to get some sort of down throw, down smash or something like that if you were late. Falco's Punish is so complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so for something like this... Oh, so you just missed... Did you miss your dash? Like right here. It looks like you tried to dash and then you kind of just got stuck. So yeah, that was more just like a tech skill error because I think going for this is fine.
Probably waveland to top plat, up tilt, and then maybe go for Shine up B.
Yeah. I feel like in this spot I probably would have followed Fox onto the platform. Like I probably would have dropped, like immediate drop here, double jumped, wave landed, and then tried to reaction tech chase Fox from the platform, rather than going for this Shine. But then once you do, right here, I would actually, right in this position, I would go for the 50-50 immediately on the up B. Because it'll kill if you're right, so I'd probably just full hop Shine and then up B here.
Makes sense.
And mix it with, like, the back air, right? Or I guess you don't really need to mix it with the back air here, because you can just mix up the side of the shine. Probably. But if you couldn't mix up the side, then just mix it with the back air, most likely. Because the shine up B will kill there, so there's not really a reason to go for the up tilt. Okay.
I don't know if you have any ideas for this, but I have trouble, like, in-game, my decision during punish string, because the game's so fast, it's hard for me to, like, against people with bad DI, I feel like I have a million years to think about my follow-ups, but against better DI, I find myself just trying to hit them a lot instead of actually going for the right move.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of times that happens because you might be focusing too hard on neutral. Because, like, the conversion between, like, two-player game into, like, still two-player game, but, like, more one-player game in combos. Like, the transition between how you want to think in neutral and how you want to think in combos is sort of, like, a difficult thing to practice. Or it's something that's, like, difficult for everyone, even at, like, the top level. And so I think, like, if you're thinking really hard about neutral, you might never really get the patterns built for your punish that you need to have built. And so it's like playing matches where you're just thinking about your punish can help a lot, because then, like, the punish part of your brain is kind of ready, and so when a punish happens, you can more easily categorize it as, like, situation where I know what to do versus situation where I don't. Whereas a lot of times if you're too focused on neutral, you'll, like, get a hit and then maybe react too slowly to getting the hit, and then no longer be in, like, the right position to combo, and then you kind of notice yourself trying to have to, like, accommodate to, like, being a little slow on something and then sort of getting too loose with it. So I think, like, if you just spend time, like, purely playing for the punish game, it'll help. And a lot of it is just kind of getting it into your hands, or, like, getting it into your unconscious mind to sort of react to stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was actually going into this session with that in mind, of, like, just trying to focus on punish game in my games and then, like, analyze it afterwards. But do you think it's, like, more important to just play as many people as I can and just focus on punish game, or do you think I should be spending more time in, like, Uncle Punch and stuff? Because right now I feel like most of my punish game practice comes from, like, Uncle Punch and stuff, rather
Oh,
than playing
okay.
people.
Yeah, no, so I don't really think you should be doing that much. Uncle Punch is more for when you need to practice specifics. I don't think it's quite as good for, like, general combo practice. Like, I don't think just sitting in Uncle Punch comboing for a long time will really make you that much better at combos. I feel like it more so will make you have good tech skill in your combos, which will eventually lead to having better combos, but it doesn't, like, directly help. I definitely think it's more about practicing punish on people. Like, basically what I do is I have, like, a few... Like, I'm trying to improve general punish tech skill, and then I kind of am focused on, like, hitting a few things right. Like, oh, there's this one spot where I need to make sure I need to up air here instead of back air, or something like that, you know? And, like, I'll sort of implement things one at a time in terms of, like, or not one at a time, but I'll have, like, 3 things where I'm like, I'm just gonna grind punish for the sake of tech skill. And then when, like, those 3 things come up, I try to, like, make sure to hit that combo. Because all you need to do, like, the way human brains work, basically, is you just need to hit the combo 2 or 3 times. And then your brain will be like, oh, that's nice. And you'll just kind of start doing it there, because your brain will recognize that, like, that is the biggest reward for you. Usually what I do is... when you're focused on punish, it's a lot easier to recognize repeating situations in the punish that you're doing wrong. And I think that what I'll do is, if I find something particularly annoying, like something keeps coming up, like, like I hit, like, for example, like the late dare up tilt thing on Marth, where I was, like, mad because they can just ASDI down. And so I was like, I wonder if I can down air up tilt. And then that down air up tilt like fixes the ASDI down in like a bunch of percents. And I still haven't fully implemented that, but it's like, oh, nice. Like, I solved this situation that sort of was repeating over and over and over. That's when I'll go into the lab and try to fix it. But otherwise, I mostly am just focused on, like, comboing people. And I think if you're just going on unranked comboing people, that's usually pretty good. But the reason Uncle Punch isn't that good for the practice is because it has random DI. And, like, people just don't DI, SDI, and ASDI, like, randomly. Like, people are going to DI based on what they think is happening. And so, despite, you know, combo game being a lot of one-player stuff and a lot of tech skill, there are, like, more common DIs that humans do than, like... Because maybe there's a spot where you're, like, you have a mix-up where, like, like, let's say there's, like, a spot where, like, you want to hit, like, a back air, down air or something, and then you might just be doing it without really realizing that the reason that the back air, down air is working is that people are, like, trying to hold in to not die to your down air. You know, that type of thing. And so I think playing players and comboing them gives you a better feeling for, like, oh, they DI'd this way because they were expecting this. And that part of the punish game that's like the top level of the punish. And so like, none of us are really fully realized at that level. I definitely think by far the best at that is Mango. Like, I think Mango is, like, significantly better at that part than he is at, like, even, like, the tech skill normal optimal punish thing. Because there's a bunch of spots where he doesn't really do, like, the super optimal choice while punishing, but he's really aware of, like, when people are probably going to DI away, when people are probably going to miss their tech. Like, he's really good at that, like, catching people out of, like, a nair or something, and he'll nair, and he just has, like, this sixth sense for, like, aha, they're probably going to miss the tech, and then he'll forward smash and stuff like that. So there's a lot of elements of the combo game that are based on, like, understanding your opponent's state. And while I think that, like... And so basically Falco has a ton of guaranteed punishes and a bunch of stuff that's just dependent on good decision making. But then ultimately there are points in his combo tree that rely on, like, reads or things like that to, like, get, like, a better opening. Like, you read their DIN, and then because of that, instead of just comboing them to 60, like, basically Falco might have a guaranteed combo on every DI from 0 to 60, but he also might have, you know, if you make one read at 50 and you guess right, maybe he kills. And a lot of times that can be, like, more worth it than just comboing to 60 for the damage. And so, like, just understanding your opponent is really important to the punish game eventually. Like, that's not really what I want you to be focusing on right now, because you really need to be focusing more on just hitting, like, the tech skill every time and making sure you're making, like, solid decisions, rather than worrying about, like, trying to, like, galaxy brain your opponent into dying. But I also don't think you should, like, completely ignore that it's there. Like, you should know that it's there and know you're building towards it, and that's why I think basically comboing people is better.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The other thing I've been thinking about recently is just, like, when I should end my combos early with just, like, a strong move to send them off, because a lot of times I'm punishing people and I just think, like, man, if I just, like, stop that one hit earlier, they would, like, DI out and die, like, every time. But I end up just going for a lot of bread and butter, like, oh, they hold in, I do the back air, down air, then they start, like, adapting and they switch up their DI, and I'm, like, not thinking about it.
I mean, I guess it gets a little complicated, but ultimately it's based on, like, the way the character is gonna recover from that position. There's definitely certain spots, and there's also, like, sort of a preference element to it, and, like, a read element to it, where, like, I don't know, like, let's say you're edge guarding a Fox a bunch, but they have, like, really good like DI away on Shine like every time. Like they keep reading your directions on Shine, and so they just keep getting away. But then like you can just read that. Like that's like I call it Cody DI. Because, like, the way to combo Cody is you just forward smash after 2 hits of your combo every time, and he always holds out because he just hates getting comboed. And so, like, you can kind of make, like, a read on people, but then there are other people that will never, ever hold out there, and so you kind of have to adjust your game for, like, where that particular player is holding out and stuff like that. I think that ultimately what you want right now is the ability to like do both. Like you need to get experience ending some combos early and seeing if you can get an edge guard off of it. Like there's a lot of spots where I do like down air shine. Let's see, down air shine, forward smash against Falcon. Even at like the super low percents where like if he survival DIs the forward smash, he will still be able to double jump to the ledge. But a lot of times I like that position against Falcon because I do forward smash, run off double jump, double laser, and a lot of times it'll catch his high jump, and if he goes low, I have time to grab the edge. And so even though theoretically I could probably go for, you know, nair down air there, or go for like edge cancel fair down air, or down tilt, or these things like that, I just feel really confident in my edge guard position after the forward smash, even if it's not like the biggest combo I could get. Like I feel like it puts me closer to taking their stock.
Right. So I feel like I also struggle with positioning myself after neutral hits to get my combos. So I guess I just don't know where I'm supposed to be every time. Like when it comes to tech chasing, like I have a decent idea for like where I should waveland or something like that. But when it's like ambiguous which way they're gonna go, like say I hit them and they're like right behind me or something, like I don't know, I get like stuck. Like maybe I dash instead of just like turn around. Maybe I should just crouch. I don't even know what to do half the time.
In what position? I'm having trouble visualizing what you're saying.
Actually, do you want to just like play the VOD and then let's see if it comes up?
Okay, yeah. Okay, getting foxed. Happens. Nice.
Gotta keep these ledge dashers honest.
Yep. From underneath the opposite side platform. No, just kidding. That's Fox's ledge dash is too cracked on this stage.
Like that was bad. That was a bad wave dash.
Yeah. Like yeah, let's see what happened here.
I wave dashed the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you can definitely still get this one. I do this like mistake all the time. Something like this, and then like
I don't know why I was doing.
Yeah, because the Yoshi's side platforms are just reaction tech chaseable. Like with shine from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so like you can just be here and then. Okay, so this is where a little bit different spot where like I was saying that a lot of times I just like to kind of put the opponent off stage, but like, if I shine Fox here, I actually don't like if he DIs out. I don't really like that edge guard. I feel like I don't get it very often. So the majority of the time here, I will dash this way and then hit like a shine on this side of Fox, and then just waveland down or waveland this way. And if he pops up at this angle, a lot of times you can get like either a back air or like a run off double jump down air. And then if he DIs to the platform, a lot of times you get either like an up air here, like a dash up air, you get like a waveland to the platform. You can probably do the dare aerial interrupt, but I haven't really implemented those yet. There's plenty of punishes you can get out of that, but this is like a rare case where I'll kind of be down to like put Fox not as in the corner, because like he's not like the platforms aren't really the corner. Like you do get the reaction tech chase on him, but like I can't stand here and pressure Fox in the corner. So it's a little bit different, and I would just rather be down to like be like, this spot's a little messy. I don't really want to shine him off stage, so I'll go for this shine and then chase him across the platforms and then try to get him off stage on the right side. Because that's normally what I'll do. And if I shine here and they DI out because they thought I was going to shine on this side, then I'll just like dash down air them and something like that. But yeah, the tech chase here with like the up tilt, you don't really want to do this. It's pretty much like you just want to tech chase with shine here or like up air. But up air is kind of awkward on the Yoshi's platforms, and I wouldn't want you to like suicide. So I prefer just the shine tech chase here.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay.
that was so funny. I was like, he's holding out.
Is Slippy messing up? That was weird. Yeah, Slippy was acting weird. This movement. Okay. Okay, so what was this back air for?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't think it's good. If I like go back now, it's right after this up tilt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, most times I would just like shine and then waveland to top platform and continue from there.
So
I don't know why I did this time.
I would probably do another up tilt here in this exact position, like right here. But this is okay. So here's a general rule for comboing with Falco in general, with Nair and Bear specifically. And I make this mistake all the time, so don't watch my VODs and make fun of me. But like, when you do a back air or a Nair, you almost always want to be moving with dash momentum in the same direction. So if you were gonna back air here, you would probably want to do like dash dash short hop back air or dash dash short hop back air. So that way, like, you kind of follow their DI, because Falco's too slow. So like, imagine if you'd done a dash one here, and after this you were like right here. You would be able to tech chase this. You would be, or like maybe I think he slides off. Yeah, okay, but you'd be in a great position to edge guard this. And so as long as you have momentum with your aerials, your short hop, Nair, and Bear, they work out way better. Same with the full hop ones, to be honest, because you just want to move with the knockback. Falco's not like Fox, sadly. Fox just gets to like hit you with Nair in place and then run across the stage, but Falco kind of has to like be a little bit better.
Skill issue, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is like Falco just takes more skill than Fox. Like, it's just how it is.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Okay, let's see. What in the world was this laser? What do you think that was?
Sometimes if I feel like they're just gonna tech away, I do the laser. But I don't want to do approaching laser because I'm not sure if they will, so I'm there to hit them if they tech in.
I'm kind of confused.
So if he techs out here, techs away, because normally it's center stage, so I normally just try to go for like the wave dash back thing, like where you're just like covering 3 out of 4 here. But if he techs away, then that doesn't work. So
well,
I think I thought he would tech away, so I went for a laser.
But you lasered in place. Like, tech away is like reactable. So like, there's no reason not to. So first of all, what I would have done here, and this is kind of like, I don't know, like, what is the laser really getting you? You know, like, you kind of gave up the chance, like, this is a nasty hard tech to hit. Like, this is really hard tech. This is a really hard tech to hit. And so, like, I don't know. I probably would have dashed JC Shine this. That's, like, what my brain is telling me I would have done here. I don't really care if they tech away. Like, I'm not going to really be able to cover it anyway. And, like, laser on tech away is kind of, like, irrelevant, like, if you do it in place. Whereas if I'm here and I dash in to hit them and then they tech this way and I JC shine, I can still laser in place and have like the same exact advantage. Like
Yeah,
the
I
laser
agree.
damage
Laser's
is just
pretty
not
bad.
really worth it. Like you want to be looking for. This is the thing I was saying about Mango is he has like a lot of good awareness on when his opponent might miss the tech and then like what he can do after that. Okay, you just missed your shine here. It looks like. Yeah. Did you just shine too early here?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm not expecting you to hit these tech chases. That one's crazy hard.
I would have had to wave line down instead of full hopping out of the shrine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you kind of could have covered it.
It's hard.
Yeah, no, I definitely, in this spot, oh man, that is so hard. I definitely wouldn't have even come down from the platform, because I almost exclusively read, like, get up attack here. So I probably would have wave landed on the plat, and then when I saw the roll here, just drop with, like, a laser and played the advantage. I don't know. I'm not really blaming you for this, though. That was like, not an easy tech chase to hit. Wow, the shine still hit. Are you kidding me? Okay, great. The me.
Unfortunate.
My controller just keeps doing those right now, too, so I feel it.
Which one did you pull up now?
I just grabbed the flash one.
Okay. Yeah. I figured we could. He's got way better punish game than me, so
Okay.
let's watch him beat me up.
Okay, and we'll look at yours, too. It's okay. So, how many shines did you use? You used 2, I think, right? 1, 2, yeah, okay. There's a bunch of things you can do here. I like up air here, like short hop up air from the ground. And I like full hop back air here, like with forward momentum to the right. There's not a whole lot of stuff you can really do. I think this is also like an acceptable choice because you get the reaction. And then it looks like you're just a little slow getting to this, so it wasn't bad. You're just a little
Flash is he's notorious for mistech get up in place.
I see.
He does it a ton, so you'll probably see me read it a few times.
Yeah, and like this is like just like a position like he ends up with this. This wasn't optimal. The best thing for him to do here is dash, shield stop, short hop, fast fall down here right on the edge right here. I've been actually working on this combo quite a bit, but or he can short hop like nair here or something. But going for this second shine is kind of eh. It's okay though. It's like the second best option after that optimal option. So this isn't that bad, but it definitely gives you like a really high recovery. So he just goes for the edge for the laser play there, which is fine. Okay, let's see. Nice. Okay, I'm not counting that one. I probably would have reacted to the mistech here, or tried to with down smash. Like just down smash here.
You don't think he would have just ASDI down text?
Well, he would probably ASDI down and slide off and get to ledge. But I don't know what else you can really do here to get a combo. And if he happens to, like, I don't know, be pressing a different... Like, he maybe tries to, like, empty roll away or something, you know? There's a chance that the down smash can do something. Otherwise, like, I don't think... Like, I'm pretty sure your up tilt here is just either too slow... Like, I'm pretty sure there's just not enough time because of how the bounce works. Yeah, somebody chat said down tilt, but I'm pretty sure it's just too slow, just like the up tilt. Or the up tilt might have just missed because Falco's up tilt's bad. I'm not sure. Not really bad, but like the front hitbox isn't there. Ooh. Oh, okay. I wouldn't have done that there. That's interesting. Yeah, I've been thinking about this position a lot. Everybody has a different opinion. I actually really like Logo's solution here, which is to fair, because a lot of times if the thing is they can slide off shine the fair, but they can slide off shine this back air too. So I don't really know if you like. You know what? What I think might be the best move here, if the opponent had like perfect counterplay to everything, would probably be double jump shine, and just like get an advantageous position out of it. But this worked, and there was kind of a crazy option that was good, but maybe not optimal in like 5 years. Who knows?
Maybe.
It just depends on like how fast people learn the counterplay to everything. But Falco's combo game is so deep that if you're not a Falco player, most of the time you have no idea what he's going to do anyway. Okay. Probably drop their down air here.
Yeah, that's a hard spot. I never know if they're gonna like, cause like he like floated inside the platform for a second, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, you thought he might land on the platform? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a weird ambiguity then. I feel you. Let's see.
Like shield drop down air or just fall through platform?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. I'd probably shield her up. Yeah, this is fine. There wasn't really anything you could get there. Down tilt is mad slow. Like, at like these lower percents, I feel like you're just never gonna get it. Like, it just takes too long. You have to be like mad TAS or get like a really good position to hit it on somebody at like a lower percent like this. I would definitely. What would I do here? I mean, there's probably some cheeky options here. The real option here is to up throw, most likely, or back throw.
Right, get the position.
Most of the time, the way people will kind of DI on this, they usually just like hold shield or something, so you'll end up getting like just up throw, and then they kind of like get hit by the lasers right here, and I get a lot of like full hop shine here off of the up throw. The down tilt is definitely not the play. Like, if you're ever like kind of confused if you're gonna be able to get something or not, the answer is no for down tilt. It's just too slow for the purposes that you want it to be used for. Yeah, and this is really good by him, this runoff tech chase, but he just like messes up. Hard to tell if it's optimal. I don't really. I think his idea was optimal. I think what happened probably wasn't.
I think the runoff shrine's pretty optimal if like that you land close. Like you see how close he lands here, but like if he was on like the other side, it's hard to hit the.
Well, I think the problem is he wave landed too far this way, so then he wasn't able to get it. The true correct choice here is most likely grab back throw. Because people are always going to DI away. So if you just grab instant back throw, you get a combo out of it.
True.
I got that from West Balls, because he uses that here, even when he probably shouldn't. But it's definitely really good in this position if you're slightly too late to get the runoff shine. Yeah, notice this position where, like, let's say he happened to be a little bit closer here. This is such a strong position for like the Falco who's here. Like, this corner position is so strong, and that's why I think like if you can't combo them off stage, a lot of times you want to combo them into a position kind of like this where you can like kind of pressure and tech chase. It's just a really good spot. Okay. Okay. Okay, really bad down air by him. I don't really know what's the best thing here. I don't think Falco really has anything that's super guaranteed or awesome here, so down air is like okay.
You don't think back air would have been fine there?
No, what I'm saying is down air and back air are both totally fine here, but like ultimately they're just gonna omps attack both of them. Like they're just gonna omps attack both the back air and the down air here like 99% of the time. You don't, but a lot of times you didn't, but a lot of times people will. No, I basically this is like a spot I think that like Falco mains don't do it, but everyone else does. Like because like Sheik mains recover to this position so many times that they always just omps attack this, or at least
that's why I said back air, because if you hit them on the other side, it's basically just a free tech chase, right?
Well, it didn't look like he was able to get past you. He might have been able to. You might actually be right. It now that I'm looking at it again, it looks like he drifts back. No, I think he can get past. Yeah, no, I think back air on this side is probably the right option. I was sort of looking at it under the lens of like him being unable to get onto the left side of you here, and if that's the case, then I don't know. Basically, I watched Mango here, and Mango just hits either back air or down air for damage here too. So I just don't know what else you can really do there. I'm sure there's something.
I should have tilted that.
Hmm?
Go back. Oh. Like here, I either grab ledge or F tilt, right?
This is such a tricky spot. I would down air here. I don't know if that's right, but I would definitely down air here. Basically because like you're either gonna get a kill off the down air, or they're gonna do like an SDI where they slide off to ledge here. And I don't know, I kind of like positions like that where it's like unless they hit the SDI, they die. Like I'm kind of willing, and I can't get reversaled. I'm kind of down for that. The Nair here literally can't lead into the down air. Like the percent is way too high. If this was like 40 or something, you might have like a more like legit mix up. But this is like at 86. Like I'm pretty sure he like doesn't even like he's not even DIing away here. This might be like no DI or DI in even. Yeah, I think he DI'd in for the down air here, but he didn't SDI it, so he probably would have just died off of that. But he could have done the thing where they like tap the edge of the stage or whatever. But and then here, edge guarding Falco is like a meme in the Ditto. Like it's just not even like a thing. Yeah, I definitely would have tried to down air here, but then given this spot, I probably, dude, I don't even know. Probably just double jump down air and hope they run into it. You know, like from here, just double jump meaty down air.
Right. This is a little off topic, but
yeah,
do you think I should? I'm not very good at like mapping out percents. Like I don't like have like when I'm playing, I just kind of have like a feeling for like what percent they're at, and I don't look at it enough.
Yeah, you don't need to look at it. Don't worry. You play Falco.
Do you think? Do you think I should start like making more flowcharts for like percents? Like
no.
No, okay.
That's not what you need right now at all. It's not about that. What it's about is like you should definitely be able to tell that if you shine someone and they're going this far, like you should just generally be aware. Like you already know that like you should be able to tell like if you just saw this up tilt, like if this bottom part of the screen was gone, you know, and someone showed you like this down air up tilt, you would probably, I don't know, I'd guess like 70, 65. I'd be a little wrong because it's like 78. But like I would just kind of you should be able to feel like, how it's like, I don't know. Sometimes people, I see people and they like aren't using kill moves at 150, and I'm like, why aren't you trying to kill them? And they're like, oh, I just didn't look at the percent. And it's like, how do you, like, you should at least know like I don't expect you to know this number at all, but I expect you to know, like, I don't know. It's like if you're throwing a baseball and your friend walks backwards 20 steps, you can kind of feel in your arm like how much more force you need to throw the baseball that far. And that's kind of what you want here, is like when you hit Falco and he goes a certain distance, or you hit any character and they kind of go a certain distance, you should kind of be aware of, like, what combos can come after that sort of level of knockback. I'm really, really not expecting you to like be like, aha, 80, that's too high for this. But you should definitely be like, after this up tilt and this shine, weak nair is definitely never gonna combo into down air here. Like, does that make sense? Like, you should just kind of know, like, it's kind of like knowing whether like, let's say you get like a shine at some point just randomly during the match. How do you know whether down air is gonna knock down after the shine?
That's actually a good point. I haven't thought about it like that, but I guess it would depend on like how far they go up, right?
Yeah, you just kind of feel it. You're like, this feels like down air wouldn't knock down yet, And it's kind of the same concept. You don't really need to be like, quick, check the percent. Is it down air knockdown percent? It's just like, nah, this won't knock down. And sometimes you're wrong if it's right on the border, but like generally, like, you can kind of feel when it's gonna knock down, and it's kind of the same thing with this stuff.
Right. So, I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. I think like just general percent things to know, like what moves not to go for in neutral, and like what moves will get me the fattest punish. So like at like high percent, like maybe I look for more jabs and stuff, and at low percents I'm looking for more like raw shines, or like not like I don't know, like aerials that don't knock down and stuff. That's kind of what I meant, like, because I can't, there's no way I'm gonna be able to like remember every specific percent in the middle of a game. Like, it's just not.
Definitely not. Wait, so what were you saying? You're saying you don't really do that stuff, or?
Well, so I used to have like general ideas of like, if the fox is like 127, like, or like 120, it's like, oh, a couple more lasers and then jab knocks down.
Oh yeah, I focus way too, not even way too hard. I focus a lot on that percent, like 130.
Well, yeah, it's just like sometimes I look back at games and I'm like, damn, like if I just had better move choices at these percents, like I would have probably killed or won this game, because I would just like, because I'll hit them and then nothing happens off the hit, and I'm like, oh shit, like it's not even like that I couldn't follow up or anything. It's just that I didn't.
I see. So I check the percent while my laser is out. So like if I do like a retreating laser, and it's like I'm very safe in neutral for a second, I'll check their percent sometimes. Because like a lot of times, like I kind of say stuff like over 80 against Fox, you pretty much only want to back air and laser until you can, because that, like, nothing else will really do anything. Like over 50, weak down air knocks down, so you can kind of just like early down air spam on people, and it's like it becomes crazy strong. I don't know, like, it's just, you should be aware of it at some point, but not really like mid combo. That's like a little tricky, but I do think you should be generally aware of the percent while you're like shooting lasers.
Okay.
If you're like safe and you're shooting, like, or like, I don't know, you full hop away, and then like anytime there's like a very clear stalemate, just kind of vaguely check their percent. Like, oh, okay. And I like to do it because I don't want to like fight at like 0. So like a lot of times when somebody comes back at 0, I'm basically like, my goal is to get a bunch of laser damage unless they give me something for free. And so I kind of want to be aware of like how much laser damage I've gotten, and then maybe they're up at like 13 or 15 or 20, and I'm like, there we go. Now I can kind of fight with like down airs and stuff like that. So you should generally be like aware of the percents, and I think Falco is one of the better characters at checking percent, because you just put out a laser and you're like, whatever, like, see you in a month, like, so you can kind of like use that time to check it. But I usually mostly just plan things out in kind of general ranges. I don't really think too hard about the specific percents, at least yet. Like, I do think that maybe in the future I'll focus more on, like, the exact knockdown percents of things and stuff like that. But I don't think it's, like, a big deal for anybody who's, like, below where I'm at, because I don't think I'm there yet.
Right. I don't know how much time we have left, but do you want to go to the Peach game?
I think we have a bunch of time. We have 10 minutes. Okay, not a bunch of time. So good call.
Just a tiny bit, yeah. As soon as
I always feel like it's been like 10 minutes. Oh my bad. What were you saying?
The double dare stuff. I don't know if I hit it this game, but I definitely have been trying to implement that.
Oh, nice. It's okay against Peach. I think it just doesn't work in as many percents because she's so heavy. But I do think it's mad good.
I feel like I get it at like 20%.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to practice it more then.
I feel like it's harder to get the second down air if it's like lower percent.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like I was thinking more like 30 or something. So if you can hit it at 20 pretty consistently, I just need to learn it. Like, I just looked at it on Marth and I was like, awesome. And then, you just spend a bunch of time thinking about other stuff. So okay.
I have no idea what happened to this game, by the way.
That's
just
fine.
Picked a random one.
Yeah, so it looks like this is like you just tech chased with up tilt, but you accidentally got the turnaround or something, or I don't know.
I feel like I autopilot up tilt, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's almost just like reading.
Okay. Because, like, remember, you can just reaction tech chase this. Like, there's no reason to read it here. Like, this is just a nice, easy, like, up tilt in place or run off shine. I think run off shine here is probably kind of nasty at this percent, but I don't know exactly for sure. That's what I would probably do. I'd probably just either up tilt or I'd probably just up tilt here, to be honest, or forward smash. Just because a lot of times you'll get like the vertical forward smash from this position, so they'll kind of pop up here, and you might have a chance for something, but. When in doubt, just like up tilt down air over and over again, I think. I don't like that. The reason I don't like this is because you already had a down air kill. Like, you could have just short hop down aired this.
I see.
So you just definitely gave the Peach a DI mix up there, but it looked cool.
Isn't there like a knockback stacking with that against certain characters where you can get a true just shine dare? Like, if you do it fast enough. I think I've seen Mango do it, but
What do you mean a knockback stacking thing with a true shine dare? Are you talking from the down air?
So like you do shine dare, but you do it like as fast as possible, so that it like I don't understand how it works completely, to be honest with you, but I've seen.
Okay,
I've
wait.
Seen that shine dare a lot.
Okay, wait. You actually need to read SP99's article on knockback stacking for Falco, because it like kind of is the whole way to know how to punish with the character. And I can explain it to you in my model, which isn't like a full, complete model of how it all works, but it is like a model.
I'm down, but like I do know like a little bit about it, but not like in terms of technical knowledge as much as like when I'm comboing Marth, like I understand that I can't just like instantly down air and stuff. Like I have to like wait, or like I'll do like double jumps and stuff to kind of circumvent it. But
it's mad simple. Like I can explain the concept pretty quickly. There's a little bit more nuance than this, but this is like what really matters for shine down air at least. So basically, if a move comes within, if you hit someone again within 10 frames of the previous move, of like the hit stun starting, then your move has full knockback, as if you hit them raw. And so that is what you're seeing here with this shine down air, is that like, and any type of shine down air or like instant shine back air is because you hit them within 10 frames of the shine hitting, or the shine knockback starting. You hit them within 10 frames of the shine knockback starting. There's no stacking at all.
Right.
You just get the raw knockback on your back air or down air. Then basically after the 10 frames, the knockback, I don't know exactly what value it starts at, but there's like a bunch of leftover knockback from the first move you did from like the shine. And then like the amount of leftover knockback just goes down and down and down. And so if you hit somebody on like the last frame of their hit stun, they will have like 99% full knockback on like the down air.
Right.
And then once the hit stun is over, you're back to full knockback. So the thing is that this, yes, you are correct that the knockback stacking would make it so that this just has nothing to do with knockback stacking, because the issue is that she can just DI out and not get hit by the down air. Like she can just DI up and away here and not get hit by this. The knockback stack, the lack of knockback stacking makes the down air hit hard enough to kill, but she can still get out from like DIing the shine correctly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas like if you just down air and then instant short hop down aired here, she's just instant dead and she has no chance to mix up. So you only want to go for that shine down air in spots where like you're not going to be able to just do the regular down air usually. I think that shine down air would have been great if you for some reason weren't able to hit the regular down air. Nice sweet spot. Sheesh. That was such a good ledge situation from you. Like this. And ledge dash. Nice. Genius! How does he see the game so different? Okay, and I'm just going to kind of speed through the rest of the game here. Look at the punish. Nice. That's what I was going to say. That was what you should have done. Down air, up tilt, nair. Okay. Yeah, I think the up tilt here is definitely correct. I would have preferred like a dash nair here, or a dash reverse back air, or even like a dash back dash in reverse back air. Going for the down air again is like, she's definitely going to be in this spot where she just empty lands, which lets her get the shield out.
Yeah, I don't dash back on top plat enough. Like, I'm not aware of my positioning there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something that's really useful.
I have no idea why I down tilted that.
Don't worry, I'm not looking. I'm just kidding.
Doesn't count if you didn't see it.
Okay, nice. Oh no, that was another downer confirm. Right here. Right there. I don't know why you shielded, but basically just dash down air here. Like dash full hop down air, she's dead. Yeah, like when Peach is in the corner here and you're doing like these down airs, you should basically just be entirely focused on like, I'm gonna double dip, I'm gonna double dip, I'm gonna double dip, like that's all that you can get. Like either you down air her and she like slide offs and grabs ledge or something and you get nothing. I mean, except trapping her on the edge, which is mad good. Or you get like the double dip. Like that's pretty much it. Like there's not gonna be a lot else you see. You should be like very focused there. Kind of like against Puff, when you're like down airing Puff in the corner, you're just like, please give me the double down air. Because it's kind of that or nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a really tough one. I don't think you did anything wrong after like the initial Tech skill error. Okay, that's fine. Up air. Okay, that's also fine.
I'm a fiend for shine off the top, to be honest with you.
That's totally fair. That's why I'm not complaining about it. Like I would just be like, nah, I'm not gonna hit that and go for the damage. But you're going for it, and I respect it. Like it's not a huge deal either way, and you get the kill if you get it right. So yeah, I'm not a huge. I'm not gonna like get after you for it.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Nothing. That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So your neutral game versus Peach is pretty bad, but or like game plan wise, it seems like you're kind of making a bunch of weird choices, but definitely not something for this lesson, I think.
I'm not full hopping enough, I know.
Yeah, like right here, I. Oh, this is such a hard spot. Okay, what I can tell you what I think I would have done, which is I would have instantly done dash full hop and then probably tried to go for full hop because Peach is just gonna hold away, so I would probably go full hop weak nair, like full hop and then just drop the nair. It'll probably kill there because she's gonna like try to hold away. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. We're definitely at the hour now, but do you have any extra questions on what we went over?
I just like not really on what we went over. I think you gave me a lot of ideas of what I need to like work on, specifically awareness during combos and tech chasing.
I mean, if you have anything else you wanted to bring up, go for it. I don't mind going a couple minutes.
So last time we talked a little bit of mentality in tournament, and so like I realized that I tell myself I'm like, you know, like I need to focus on, you know, playing well, but not focus on like winning or losing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one thing to like tell myself that; it's another for like my subconscious to get it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So definitely. I noticed I have like an ego at locals that like I try not to even have. Like I'm like, you know, I don't care if I lose, don't care if I win, but then when I'm playing, I get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like, and it's not even like I'm like not physically nervous. It's just the way I play. I can tell I'm not playing up to like my standards.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed the difference because I went to hold that L and I had like zero nerves and like I'm not like a nervous person typically, but when I'm playing at majors and stuff, I just feel way more present versus like locals. I just feel like it's like just another local or whatever, and I can't really get into my like zone. So I was wondering what your like philosophy on like trying at locals is.
Trying locals. Well, I mean, I guess it depends if you're... Because I use locals for two things. And one is I'm there to win the local, and the other is I'm there to just practice something in particular. Like the last two locals I went to, like Lawless... Well, a little bit less so at Lawless, but at the last Verdugo, I'm just practicing like pure aggro tech skill Falco. And I just got kind of messed up for it. And sometimes to make advances, you just kind of have to accept that. So if you're working on something... and you lose, it's just kind of like, yeah, I was working on something. And you're just going to come back and you're just going to grind it until you do better with it. And so you shouldn't really be nervous or mad about that. And then the other one is where you're trying to win the local. And in that case, I just sort of look at it as like, okay, there's this person and this person and this person. So have a game plan against each person at the local and just try to execute that game plan well. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having... an ego at your local, or like an ego in general, as long as it's not like because what it sounds like is it sounds like you don't. It's not about the ego. It sounds like you're afraid. Because like if you had an ego, then you would be like, yeah, I just like go nuts spamming buttons until I lose to some Marth or something. Because I just think they're too bad to even lose to. That's like more the mark of like an ego. It sounds like you get scared of like losing at the local or whatever.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably more like it. Like but it's not even like it's weird because like when I think of like being afraid, like it's usually like like a physical sensation of being scared. But I feel like it's so like subtle. Like it's not like a feeling. It's just like a thought
Mm-hmm.
process,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to like keep my mentality on like a one track of like okay like none of that matters. I'm gonna try against everybody. I'm just gonna work on my thing and keep going. Like I might get it for like
Mm-hmm.
one or two events, and then it just like slips and it's gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I mean, that's why I think it's better to focus on character game plans and stuff like that, because like there's basically character game plans. Um, be confident in all of your tech skill. Like if there's like never in tournament make a decision because you're like, well, I don't want to mess this up, so I'm gonna make this safer choice. Like just don't ever do that, especially not at locals, because it snowballs mad fast. And then the other one is make sure you control your breathing, because like low key that'll like affect things a lot, and a lot of times at a major there's all this pressure that comes into it, so you're already putting all this work into like calming yourself down subconsciously, of like there's all this stimulation and you're like, it's all on the line, baby, just gotta hit it, and you're already like kind of coaching yourself, you know. And so like I think that like being practicing like implementing a small version of that at locals is definitely really good, and just trying to like make sure that you are doing the same thing you do at majors, where you're trying to make sure like your breathing is even and you're not freaking out and stuff like that. It's hard to really answer without more details on it. These are just sort of like general tips that have like helped me and some other people.
No, that's good. I'd like to think about it some more, and then like I'll like DM you.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I don't mind answering it
Because
later.
yeah, it's just like it's hard for me to pinpoint what my mentality issues are lately, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's just because I'm like, it's my own perspective, so it's like maybe that's why I asked you, is because maybe I need an outside perspective.
Okay, well, I do have, my algorithm for getting better at Melee definitely works for mentality stuff too, which is basically you want to isolate factors. So you're like, is it sleep? Is it food? Is it, you know, I don't know, some people like drink at locals, is it how much people are drinking? Is it like, um, how social you are, how much you talk to people? Like, kind of look into these factors and try to isolate things where you keep things steady local to local, and then try to narrow down what might be affecting you, because a lot of times there's too many things going on. So try to be like, okay, well, it wasn't this and it wasn't this and it wasn't this, and then you can kind of do better at narrowing it down to what it might be. And that's like probably the last piece of advice I have time to give, but that's definitely what has helped me, is like being like, is it the food? And then I make sure I have food, and then if you still choke or whatever, you still having issues, then you go, okay, it wasn't necessarily the food, but I should still probably keep the food consistent while I look for like a new factor. It reminds me a lot of debugging and programming. I don't know if you've ever done any programming.
No, but I agree with your process. I try to make my tournament days like a ritual, and just
Mm-hmm.
like
No,
trying
that's
to
definitely
figure
what you
out
should do. So it just keeps factors isolated and makes it easier to figure it out. I think the thing where you don't make concessions on your tech skill is a big thing. That happens to so many people. Like
what
that's
do you
the like that's the issue for like 80% of people choking in tournament, is they start being like, well, I don't want to do this because I don't want to mess it up, and I don't want to do this because I don't want to mess it up, and then before you know it, you're not even doing like your game plan. You're just naring at them because you're pretty sure you can L cancel your nairs. Like like
yeah.
that actually just happens really fast before people even realize it. But
Okay. Sorry. Super super last thing.
yeah,
Last thing.
no, go for it.
So you think I should do like Uncle Punch only if it's like a specific spot, or all whatever, like I'm missing like this tech skill here or whatever, and then
Yes,
like
yes.
just like spam games right now, just like try to get as many games where I'm focusing on punish game.
Spam games and think a lot about the punishes you're doing. Like,
Okay.
don't think about it as you're doing the punish. Just let your hands go, and then, like, pick up patterns over time of, like, wait a minute, this should be more efficient. Maybe I should nair here, blah, blah, blah. Because what you really need is the same punish situations to just come up over and over so that you can recognize them and then implement changes and then practice those changes. And that's just not going to happen without the same combo situations coming up over and over and over and over again.
Alright, that makes sense.
Alright, awesome, man. It was a good talk. I liked the little mentality stuff at the end, talking about that. So, good luck, and...
Upload my lesson before too late, okay?
Huh?
I said upload my lesson before too late, please.
Oh, did I miss it last time? Was yours the one I missed?
Yeah, it was a couple months.
My bad. Alright, alright. Alright, I'm uploading yours right now, okay? I'm gonna end the stream, I'm gonna upload it. You can't make fun of me ever again, okay?
Appreciate it.
Alright, man. I think you have my Venmo already or something, or should I send it to you?
Yeah. No, I already sent it.
Alright, awesome. Alright, I'll talk to you later then.
Alright, peace.
Alright.